Now, today's colorful inauguration marked the beginning of the Uhuru presidency. However, the big task is in the coming days and subsequent years that will see Kenyans and the world at large focus their attention on what Uhuru will deliver, as he promised in the Jubilee Manifesto and the numerous platforms that he has had before and after the March 4th election. Let us now take a look at some of the tasks that are ahead of the presidency of Uhuru Kenyatta. Follow me here to our super wall there. Moving on to our first big task, crafting the cabinet. The question is, who will be part of the 22-member cabinet? There's also, of course, pressure to bring new dynamic faces. Constitutional demands are also key to this particular crafting of the cabinet. Ethnic, regional and gender. There has to be a great ethnic and gender balance there. Moving on to unemployment, which is the second biggest task. Unemployment rate in Kenya stands at about 40%, and 64% of the youth are actually employed. The main reason probably is educated but no opportunities, also no entrepreneurial capacity. But looking at the promises that Uhuru Kenyatta has made in terms of unemployment, 2.5% annual budget for interest-free loans to the youth. Also, 25% of government procurement is set to be set aside for the youth, and something that he mentioned today, the 6 billion diverted from the runoff to women and the youth fund. That is, of course, a very big plus to unemployment in Kenya. Moving on to another big task that Uhuru Kenyatta has. Quality healthcare. There are rising cases of deaths from treatable diseases. I'm talking about malaria, tuberculosis, and of course the birth complications leading to death of our mothers here in Kenya. Also, there are limited accesses for specialized treatment, including dialysis, chemotherapy for cancer, and of course those are the main tasks. Looking at his promise, according to his manifesto, he says abolishing of maternity fees, which is also something that he mentioned today, free medical services in government hospitals, increase health financing from 6% to 15%, and also improve pay packages for health practitioners. This, of course, will see less strikes by nurses and doctors. And also, moving on to another task there, insecurity, increase in terror attacks and gangs. There are also rising crime rates across the country, and of course the MRC attacks. If you remember, the major MRC attack was on the eve of election day. What is Uhuru's promise in terms of insecurity? He says he will equip and modernize security forces, also shake up the National Intelligence Service and invest highly in anti-terrorism unit. He also says he will improve police pay and conditions of service, increase police citizen ratio from 1 police to 1,150 citizens to 1 police to 800 citizens, which of course will probably see improvement in terms of security. Also, another issue there, food security. Kenya struggles to feed her own people. We've seen this over the years. Many have perished from hunger. Families go for days without food. So what exactly is the Uhuru presidency going to do to make sure that our people do not die or suffer from hunger? His promise is subsidized fertilizer and farm inputs. This is something that William Ruto has been so passionate about, always talking about it. He also says that he's going to establish national irrigation scheme that will see more land given out to agriculture. Also, something else, establish national livestock insurance scheme and put 1 million acres under modernized irrigation. This, of course, is something that they hope to achieve in about 5 years. Looking at land reforms, thousands of Kenyans are living, of course, as squatters, internally displaced persons. That is still a problem in our country here in Kenya. Land reforms, of course, a very major issue. Looking at his promise, government will repossess illegally acquired land, and also his government will prosecute land grabbers. Those are the main biggest tasks that face Uhuru Kenyatta today. He took office. But of course, it is going to be very interesting to just see if he will deliver. And that actually is our big question today. Today he made a couple of promises, including the things to do with healthcare, yes, and the laptops.
Indeed, we talked about this yesterday. The laptop says within 100 days he needs to finish this, and he needs in the next